Hello, my friends. This is the video that I made on NIO on January the 7th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $4.78. And at this point, my main assumption was that because of the quite harsh spike in price that reached 0.382 fib level, and then when the price returned to the lower border to this point, we could anticipate the movement to the downside that potentially might retest $4.5 mark. And guys, take a look right here. This is the actual price action, and since I made my previous video, this asset lost about 5% of its value. It almost hit $4.5 mark, this yellow line. And well, I have to admit that it is another evidence of the power of technical analysis. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to receive this type of calls to action on pretty much consistent basis with a risk-free 100% money-back guarantee offer, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my Safe Haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure, and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons, and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Here are just a few of my trade results from the first half of October. But don't wait, this offer is available for a limited time only. Once the spots are filled, enrollment will close. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and on today's video I will show you what crucial levels do we have, what type of movements we might anticipate in the upcoming weeks, and what should we expect from the fundamental standpoint from this company. So, and let's begin with some fundamental news. First of all, take a look right here. This is the cnvpost.com, and well, to be honest, there is a lot of news, but the majority of them cannot be the catalyst, even a short-term catalyst, positive catalyst for NIO, and that is why, guys, all this news just forming some kind of base, forming some kind of foundation for the upcoming movement of NIO share price. And yes, a lot of people anticipate the more prominent results in their sales. But unfortunately, for now, we have a very high, let's say, tensions in relationships of China and Europe and the United States of America. And that is why, guys, unfortunately, all businesses might not be so promising in terms of its growth in the international market. That is why, guys, unfortunately, NIO is still moving to the downside, and let me show you quite positive signs. First of all, if you click on this tiny icon, you can see that 6 hours ago it was news that NIO ADR target price rose to $6.1 from $5.3 by Macquarie. And take a look right here. $6.1 is the price target. That is wait a second, that is about 31% above our current price, which means in the medium term, or let's say in the 1 year perspective, these assets should grow by at least 31%. And if we click right here on the forecast, you can see that among 20 analysts, the consensus analyst price target is set at roughly $7 mark, which implies about 50% of upside potential for the next 12 months. And guys, I have to admit that I also agree with this forecast because according to Elliott wave theory and from the technical perspective, I expect a very huge bounce, at least a bounce to the upside that might bring quite substantial profit in the short to medium term perspective. In a minute, I will explain you what I'm talking about, but for now, let me pay your attention to the so-called smart money investors list. And first of all, take a look at this chart. Previously, about a month ago, I thought that this quite high level of institutional ownership of NIO was some kind of misrepresentation of data, but for now I have some doubts about this because potentially this, it is still, there is still a possibility that it is a misrepresentation of data, but if it is not, we can see the more and more institutional investors who want to hold NIO in their investment portfolios. But if it is a misrepresentation of data, we can extrapolate that the last bar is a little bit bigger than the previous one. And even in these two bars, we can conclude that more investors added NIO in their investment portfolios. The most recent activity you can find in this list, and you have to keep in mind that this is just a filing date, it is not a deal execution date. The real deals happened in the previous quarter, basically in the last quarter of 2025. But in general, you can see that we have more green rows than red ones, which means more investors opened new positions on NIO. And that is a quite good medium-term perspective sign. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, as you can see, we have a very good movement, very substantial movement to the downside that pretty much unloaded this entire wave, and quite interesting to see. But guys, if you take a look any videos on NIO at these points from end of September to beginning of October, there is plenty of comments from my viewers who anticipated even higher price targets for NIO. And my main idea was that it has to have a cool down. And guys, this cool down happened. From the top of its previous wave, from the very beginning of October, this asset lost 43% of its value. And it was a very expectable movement right after this substantial growth. So, and how deep this asset might go? First of all, let's do some measurements. If my assumption is correct and this asset is still in this type of structure, in this type of, for now, it is still in the motive wave because we don't have an overlapping of the fourth wave on the territory of the first one. But if I pull a FIB retracement tool from this bottom to this top, you can see that this asset broke the golden pocket range. It had some kind of reaction out of the golden pocket, and the next FIB level that might be a level of support is 4.31. It is 0.76 FIB level, which means we have two levels of support. One of them is a structural level, because we had a very good reaction out of 4.5 maybe to $4.45. We can see that this line, this horizontal line, was a very good level of support and resistance previously for the price, which means we might see the reaction out of this level. If this level breaks, the next point of control will be $4.31. And yes, guys, no one can predict the real, no one can predict, no one has a crystal ball, and that is why it is very difficult to catch the bottom, but we can rely on the signs that this asset gives us. And you know that C wave should have 5 waves structure in it, and technically speaking, we are nearing to the bottom from the structural level to the bottom of this entire C wave, and somewhere from 4.5 all the way down to maybe $4.3, we might see this trend reversal. And you have basically two options. You can accumulate your position, but it is more risky approach. And you can accumulate your position with an anticipation to catch this potential bottom and to catch this potential movement to the upside. We have to see at least a bounce that might retest previous swing highs, but more safer strategy is following. Just wait for the first movement to the upside, which breaks previous swing high, and depending on the structure and on the retracement, I will definitely do another update and I will show you how you can enter your position with less risks and more profitability. And I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star